Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to play some more of that My Hero Academia Valentine's Day dating sim. Let's begin. This time, hopefully Deku. You're forced from your slumber by an alarm screaming loudly. Screeching loudly. You wake up to the sun coming through the window. The sun just rising. Geez, I'll never get used to waking up this early. You force yourself out of your comfort of your bed anyway, and turn off the phone alarm. You had around 30 minutes before class so you take a quick shower and decide to get dressed. Her. You get into your normal uniform, getting the skirt on carefully. They really could make these things longer, or it's still the pants. With that, you get your backpack and head out the door to your classroom. You make your way out into the hallway in front of your classroom, Class 1A. In front of you, you could see two of your friends, Bakugo, Kakatsuki, and Izuku, Midoriya. Kai-chan, please calm down. Like heck. You aren't going to mess this up for me, damn Deku. Bakugo speaks quietly to Izuku now. He's definitely not quiet. You're not going to take her away from me. I already know who he's talking about. You make your way over to the two, not hearing what Bakugo said. Last time I think we said Bakugo. What did you do now, Izuku? I didn't do anything. Why did I swear? Yeah, right. Even Wyatt knows you did. Before you can even talk more, the bell rings. Let's get to class, okay? Both boys nod. Bakugo sneers in annoyance as he goes in. You make your way in and see Shoto was already in his seat. The two of you sitting next to each other. Why, good morning. Good morning, Taruki. How's your morning? It's good. Thank you for asking. With that, the bell rings and Izuku makes his way in. Alright, everyone, settle down. He seemed more tired than normal. He's just tired. Do you blame him? With all the stuff that goes around in the school. And hero duties on top of being a teacher. As you all know, Valentine's Day is coming up tomorrow. So today you have the day off, so you can each plan on what you want to do. I'm going to sleep, so don't bar me. With that, Izuku gets into his yellow sleeping bag and plops onto the ground. Where does he even keep that thing? We do not want to know. It's probably under his desk. Or a little hero gadget that we just cannot see, never seen before. Do you have any have a Valentine, Wyan? You haven't thought before you're shaking your head no. Now that I think about it, I don't. Man, this is kind of sad. And no one asked me, huh? You have a small laugh. I don't think it's sad. I didn't get one asked either. Wait, really? No way! It's like, technically, it's a different culture for what UA would face than where I would. I think Valentine's is more for the guys, and then White Day might be the girls. No, I think it's the other way one. I don't know. I have to look it up. If it helps, I didn't get asked either, YN. Hey, I didn't get asked either. It's nothing special. No way! All three of you didn't get asked? That's insane! Okay, I understand Bakugo. I completely understand Bakugo. Midoriya would definitely get asked, and so Taruki. All three of them had their own charms and flaws. I love Bakugo, though. Midoriya Izuku was sweet, caring, and tactful. He was the kindest person you ever met, but, well, he gets carried away and often gets hurt. You worry about him a lot. Toru Kishoto was calm, cool, and collected. He was amazingly smart, but he could be brutally honest and a bit, well, socially adept, to put it lightly. Do you blame him? With his family dynamic before the end of the series? Bakugo Kaisuke was strong, brave, and powerful. He was aspiring to even if he doesn't realize it, though he could be a hot-headed brunt. That's an understatement. Who do you want to pick for Valentine's Day? Okay, Midoriya Izuku. You're clueless for what you want to do work on during class. You already knew who you wanted to ask, but you weren't sure if they would return your feelings. You woke up to see that Izuku was hard at work at something on his desk. Whoever is getting that is going to be lucky. You sighed quietly and decided to sleep to try to ease your aching heart. You awakened to the sound of the bell and a cow's hand shaking your shoulder. Lion, you fell asleep in class. Are you getting enough sleep? Aw, you care. You can't help the soft smile that forms on your lips. You're the one to talk. I heard you up at 3 a.m. last night too. Well, you got me there. He lets out a nervous and embarrassed laugh. You laugh as well and get up stretching. We should get ready for our next class. The next few classes, you notice Izuku scribbling in his notes more than normal, but just shrugged it off as him working hard on note-taking. Soon after the bell rings, ending the class. You were walking up to your locker when you see that Izuku was standing beside your locker. Hey Izuku, did you get the English homework? Izuku tensed up at that, even jumping slightly as he tried to shove something he had in his hands away. Lion, what brings you here in front of your locker? Well, because it's my locker. Hint, hint. Izuku tries to lean against the locker to play off. You can't but snort at the poor lovable dork. Oh, just trying to put my books away? You nod to the books in your arms. It's like Izuku.exe stopped working. Izuku quickly moves away so he can open the locker. Sorry, Lion. Izuku, honestly, it's okay. You laugh quietly and open your locker, placing your books inside. You both go to talk at the same time. Sorry, you go first. I was saying that I'm going to my room to study. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then, okay? Before he could ask what he's going to say, he waves goodbye and runs off. Geez, that boy. Despite what you said, you smile fondly as you make your way to your room. You end up losing track of time, and before you know it, it's dark outside. Geez, it's dark. I just barely finished homework. You yawn, stretching, hearing your stomach growl loudly. Giving up into hunger, you make your way into the kitchen. You walk into the kitchen. What you did expect was to see Izuku cooking some katsudon pork cutlet bowl, his favorite food. Jeez, Izuku, you sure are cooking late. You surprised me, Lion. Yeah, I got a cup with homework, so just finished up. Same here, actually. I didn't know what I was going to have for dinner, though. You sigh heavily and open the fridge to see what's there. Well, would you like some katsudon pork cutlet bowl? I was making some for you anyway. I was going to bring it to your room. Like you knew. I kept wanting to get out of the room, so I had to open the door. You blink in surprise and look over to Izuku. What do you want to say? That's so sweet. Thank you, Izuku. Isn't that kind of creepy? I'm gonna go with the nice one first. That's so sweet. Thanks, Izuku. I mean, it wasn't just me. Everyone else was worried when they saw you hadn't eaten yet. So I just thought you'd go over and press a kiss on his cheek, going bright red yourself. Sorry. Please don't apologize. It was really nice. Izuku's voice was high-pitched as he says this, waving his hands frantically like Ida, making you laugh softly. There's a stain some of him too. But I think it's a boy love. I still want to play it. So, how much longer until it's ready? I'm just waiting for the rice to finish cooking, but then it'll be done. Sure enough, around a minute later, the alarm for the rice beeps. Izuku gets to work constructing the bowl before setting the bowls down on the table. Let's dig in. Thanks for the food. You more than happily dig into the pork, being tender enough that you could pull the meat away with a clean bite, which is nice. This is so amazing. Thanks, it's my mom's recipe. The two of you busy yourself with eating until the bowls are empty. Thank you so much for making this, Izuku. I'm just glad you liked it, YN. Yawn entirely and rub your eyes. I'm sorry for keeping you up so late. We should head to bed. We have school tomorrow, after all. Eat tense with a slight brush and make your way to Izuku. YN? Without thinking, you wrap your arms around Izuku in a hug. He was surprisingly warm. He was comforting. Izuku lets out a squeak of surprise, but hastily hugs you back, rubbing small circles on your back. The hug was comforting and calming. It was so nice. You could feel your eyelids get heavy. YN? He pauses for a few seconds when he doesn't hear you respond. He pulls away and goes wide-eyed when he sees that you are sound asleep. Izuku goes bright shade of pink, but he picks you up bridal style, nevertheless. Well, he has to take care of us now. At least we didn't fall asleep while we were eating. He carries you to the dorm room, which was thankfully unlocked. Izuku carefully places you down onto your bed and tucking you under the covers. Good night, wine, sweet dreams. Izuku hesitates for a few seconds before placing his gentle kiss on your forehead, a small smile on his face before quickly making his way out of your room. Oh no, he's gonna be looking at the All Might poster. We know it. He's this fangirl boying on All Might. The All Might poster. You groan loudly, once again waking up to the sound of your alarm. However, you're far more annoyed this morning than from your lack of sleep. You open your eyes and turn your phone alarm off. Wait, how did I even get into my bed? Well, because of Izuku. You stay confused the entire time you get ready. The last thing you remember was hugging Izuku. A brush crushes your cheeks. Did you fall asleep on him? We did. You get ready for the day and make your way. Seeing your friend waiting for you. Hey, Wyan, you slept in more than normal. I guess you weren't kidding when you said girls need their beauty sleep. You roll your eyes and playfully shove him. Shut up. You try to stay up really late, then wake up at this ungodly hour. He probably does it all the time. He shrugs at that with a slight grin. Well, today's Valentine's Day, and I heard you haven't had one, so you want to be mine? What do you like to say? This time we are gonna say no. Let's see what happens. No. Damn it, I should have known. Oh well, at least I tried. I'm sorry. I like you too. Ducky shrugs at that, but gets a grin. You're going to ask Izuku, right? I heard he's carried you to your room last night. Did you too? Before you could go to see Izuku heading over to you, shoved Denki into the classroom, all while he's laughing. He pulls some hair behind your ear and smiles softly. Good morning, Izuku. Good morning, Ryan. I made you something. Yasumi holds out a heart-shaped paper to you, being as red as the piece of paper. I love you for a lifetime, not only for a day. I love you for who you are, not what you do or say. Love, Midoriya Izuku. Do you like it? You feel all your emotions welling up. You had a crush on Izuku for the longest time, and you finally know he feels the same. A few tears go down your face. Ryan, please don't cry. Your cooking goes to your side, trying to help you calm down. Sorry, Izuku. It's just, I'm really happy. You laugh between cries. Izuku brushes and cups your cheeks, placing a kiss onto your lips. You melt into the kiss, but soon after Izuku pulls off. Sorry, Ryan. I just thought it would. Before he could go on, you press a kiss on his lips and a laugh quietly as a surprised look, rubbing away your tears. Let's get to class. Right! The two of you make your way into the class, holding hands. Good ending. Congratulations, you got Izuku's good ending. Okay, now let's see what happens if we just say yes. Will I crash the party like, Bakugo? Yes. Wait, seriously? I really didn't expect to get this far. Denki laughs nervously at that and rubs the back of his neck, clearly surprised. Oh, congratulations, you two. Aw, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this to you. You really see Izuku was clenching a heart-shaped paper in his hands. I'm really glad you got a Valentine, Ryan. I knew you would. Before he could say anything, Izuku turns and leaves, rubbing at his eyes. I need to go check in with All Might. I'll see you guys later. You watch him leave, seeing him drop the heart-shaped paper he dropped. You pick it up and study the writing. I love you for a lifetime, not only for a day. I love you for who you are, not what you do or say. Love you, Midoriya Izuku. You read over the words, feeling your heart drop. You broke Izuku's heart. How could you face him again? Bad end. You got Izuku's bad end. Try to get a better ending. And that was Midoriya's route in My Hero Academia Valentine's Day sim. If you like my content, please consider liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.